So to that, a lot of our client base and our customer base and the folks that reached out to us about what we're doing, there is a paralysis, in the industry. And when I say industry for us, that excludes a little bit of the farm world, but most of the industry for us is the way that we look at it right now. Major health plans, mid-market health plans, TPAs, tech-enabled health tech companies, and pretty large-scale providers. There's a fatigue with point solutions, some really niche, great ideas that have isolated value and usually don't talk well with other systems or other solutions internally, either bought or built. So there's just a ton of noise out there. And so maybe take your former role of leading a massively important and at-scale thing, which is automation and AI. Like, think about put yourself back in a C-suite's shoes at a health plan. You've got all your directs, playing with it at home, playing with ChatGPT, and you've got your board that says, we need to have stuff in production, and you're kind of caught in the middle, which is part of the paralysis we've been seeing. So maybe unpack that for the executive that's listening in on this. Like, what's some advice that you'd give them to tackle and make a change?
Yeah, I think it is just, start with value. Like, really define what value means to you. Like, what value drivers are actually going to make a difference at the end of the year. We talk about value in a lot of different ways, and cost avoidance versus hard cost versus, all kinds of different ways to look at value. And there's no one answer, right? No, you're not going to have the exact same answer that somebody else in your industry has for your company. But if you don't at least start with a common definition of what value means for your business, you're never getting the right use cases picked. You're going to pick things that matter to some and don't matter to others, and then people look around like, why are you doing that? And best case, it's somebody that doesn't matter, and worst case, it's your CEO, CFO that's saying, why'd you spend money on that? And I didn't get
we've seen. Like, there's been...
And I didn't get any value out of that. I'm spending $10 million a year, and I'm not getting any value out of that. And so start with value. Really align on what value you're going to drive for the enterprise. You need to speed up the metabolism of your organization. You have to be able to go from idea to production in 6 weeks. And in healthcare, that's almost an impossible ask. Right? We literally can't get meetings scheduled in 6 weeks. Right? Let alone get some of the
It'll be a Q3 conversation.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so I think that those two things become really important. Figure out how to go fast and start with value.